Hi everyone, this is Jen Ristine, and I wanted to let you know that I found a really good recipe for a super simple paella, which we made tonight, and it was very good. I've actually made it several times, and this time it was perfect. So I want to share that information with you. Also to let you know that the original recipe came from Lazy Cat Kitchen, so I recommend you check out their paella recipe for their specific instructions and combination of ingredients. What worked for me tonight was to create two separate groups of food that I was making, the rice on one side and then the vegetables on the other side. So for my pot of rice, I combined one chopped onion, a handful of my fresh field garlic, which I'm harvesting right now, and one chopped red pepper. Chop all that up, throw it in a hot pan and get that going. Then I added a teaspoon of salt, which I deglazed with 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. I think I have a white balsamic vinegar right now. And I added a pinch of saffron, which looks like I get this kind at the grocery store. So it's in the spice section. A can of fire roasted tomatoes, 1 cup of green frozen peas, 1 cup of any kind of bean. I had white beans, so I just threw a cup of white beans in, and 3 cups of vegetable stock. So you get all that mixing up and bubbling and being wonderful. And throw a cup of rice in. So I just used whatever rice I had. I usually have brown basmati in the house, so I threw some brown basmati in there. And then that cooks, and after about 30 to 40 minutes, the rice is ready. You'll see it start to become more incorporated in the tomatoey mixture and gets fuller. So I usually, when it starts to get nice and thick and I'm starting to see the rice become more incorporated, usually turn off the heat, leave the lid on, and just let it sit for maybe 15-20 minutes. And then the rice is ready. So and mix it all up. So as that is cooking, then you're going to get your second bunch of vegetables ready. So for this combination, I used a bulb of fennel and 1 eggplant, 1 zucchini squash, and I chopped all that up and threw that into a hot wok, in my hot wok. So I let that get going. Then I added about a half a pint of grape tomatoes. The recipe I think calls for a whole pint, but I only had half. So threw that in. And then I added 6 black olives, take the pits out, 6 green olives, 3 tablespoons of capers, and about 5 artichokes quartered. So I threw all that in, and then I add like a tablespoon of the olive juice brine from the jar, and a tablespoon of the artichoke brine, and a tablespoon of the caper brine into the mix. And you mix all that up, and you're mixing it, and it gets translucent and wonderful and cooked down. And when that's cooked down, and you can really smell it, it's so fragrant, that's when I turn off the heat on that, and I get my rice pot, and I dump all that into my big wok with the vegetables, and I mix it all up, and then we serve it in bowls. So it was very good. I highly recommend it. It was super simple, and please know that you can change the mix of any vegetables in it, and it will still be wonderful. So I hope that is helpful. Maybe that inspires you. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.